Hello students, welcome you to the today's online class of Computer Science first PUC. That's in the first unit, A Fundamentals of Computers. In the last session, we discussed about data representation, that's chapter 3. In this chapter, I already discussed with you the introductory part and then non-positional number system and then positional number system. Today I am going to discuss with you conversion from one number system to another number system. The rest parts I'll discuss in the future session. Students, we already understood that we have learnt in the last class the 4 different types of number system. We learned the hexadecimal, octal, binary and then decimal. In decimal number system, there are 10 different digits are there, 0 to 9. So that is the reason the base or a radix of that number system is 10. And at the same time, in the binary number system, we have only 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. Therefore, the base or a radix of that number system is 2. Similarly, for octal, there are only 8 digits are there. Therefore, the base of that number system is 8. In hexadecimal, total 16 different digits are there. That is from 0 to 9 as usual what you have seen in decimal number system. And after that A, B, C, D, E, F they have taken up. A stands for value is 10, B 11, C 12, D 13, E 14 and F is 15. So according to that there are 16 digits are there. Therefore the base of that number system is 16. Just keeping in front of you the picture of the positional number system. We have seen decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. As I told with you, the base of the decimal is 10, base of binary is 2, and the base of octal is 8, and the base of hexadecimal is 16. So see here, in all number systems 0 is common, same value will be there. And when it comes about 1, so all number system 1 itself is there. In decimal number system 2 is there, but when it comes in the binary number system, it becomes 1, 0, octal remains 2 and hexadecimal remains 2. In decimal number 3, when it comes to the binary number, it becomes 1, 1. But octal remains same, hexadecimal remains same. Similarly for 4, 1, 0, 0 it becomes, but octal hexadecimal remains same. If you go like this, binary, it according to the number it changes. But in octal number system from 0 to 7 it remains same. When it reaches 7, then the next number comes 1, 0. Then 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. And after that, it goes to 2, 0. In hexadecimal, there are 15 numbers are there. And then after F, it comes 1, 0. So it goes till 1F. Once it reaches 1F and becomes 2, 0. So this is the way this number system goes. But we should know, if one number is there in one number system, what is the equivalent to value of in another number system? Example, if it is 1000 is in decimal number system, what is the equivalent value in binary? What is the equivalent value in octal? What is the equivalent value in hexadecimal? That we should know. But that is directly we cannot say. Unless and until if we don't know how to convert from one number system to another number system. So this is what I am going to teach you people in this session. So how to convert from one number system to another number system. So to do that, we should have a basic knowledge. We should know correctly what is the position number system and what digits are using in each number system. If we are not aware about that, then it is not possible to do that conversion. So let me keep it in front of you, the number system conversion. We have the different possibilities conversion. First, let me keep it in front of you. We are very familiar with the decimal number system. So whatever number is, if I give you, you are able to read it, right? So let me teach you first how to convert from decimal number system to binary. And at the same time, from the binary number system to decimal. So this is, I'll teach you. Similar way, I'll teach you from decimal to octal and octal to decimal. Got it? Decimal to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to decimal. Binary to octal, octal to binary. Binary to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to binary. So these are the possibilities I'll teach you. And at the same time, octal to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to octal. So this is all the possibilities I kept it in front of you. If they give you in one number system, the particular number, how you can see in the another number system, I kept it in front of you. So this is what I am going to teach you, my dear students, in this session. So I may not able to teach you all conversion in one session only. In the future session, I may explain you. So today I may deal with you. First, let me deal with you in decimal to a binary. As you know very well, a decimal number, there are 10 digits are there. By making use of these 10 digits, we are forming any decimal number. Now, how to convert from decimal to binary? The procedure I am showing you people. We are following, this is the procedure. That's a different steps are there. Steps to convert a decimal integer to binary. This is the way. First step, divide the given decimal number by 2. 2 is a base of binary number system. That is the reason we are dividing by 2. Then what we have to do, the second step, the remainder, take a reminder and record on the right side. It may be a 0, it may be a 1, because when you divide by 2, no, you'll get only 2 reminders, either 0 or 1. So what we have to do, we have to record it right, very right. I'll show you the example, that time it will make you more clear. Repeat the step 1 and step 2 until the decimal number cannot be divided further. So that is till you get 0 or 1, you have to keeping on, you have to divide and then you have to record the reminders. The first reminder will be the LSB and the last reminder is the MSB, and the equivalent binary number is then written from left to right, that is MSB to LSB. So this is the procedure converting from decimal to binary. So to theoretically I told you the paper how to do practically. Let me take an example. Okay, see here my dear students, I'll take 53 a decimal number. Now as you know 53 is a decimal number, so what I told us, divide by 2. So what I did, the first step I divided, correct? I divided by 2, and the divided by 2 I get quotient is 26. I have written here, and then I got remainder is 1. So that I have recorded here in the right side. Remainder is 1. Again, I'll divide it by 2, 26. The quotient becomes 13 and remainder is 0. That also I recorded here. Got it? Again, I got, after divided by 2, I got 6 is a quotient and I got remainder is 1. And then same thing I am repeating. I'll divide it by 2. I'll get quotient is 3 and remainder becomes 0. I've recorded. Again I'll divide. The quotient becomes 1. Remainder becomes 1. Again I'll divide. Quotient becomes 0 and remainder becomes 1. As I told you in the procedure, the first remainder becomes LSB and the last remainder becomes MSB. And how we have to note it down? From the down to upwards, from MSB to LSB. So this is the way. So 53 is in decimal and 10101 in the binary. You got it? The 53 in the decimal is there. The equivalent value is there. 110101. So this is the way we are converting from decimal to binary. So this is about, my dear students, integers. How you will do the fraction numbers. So let me keep it in front of you. That is a decimal fraction, how to convert into the binary. We are following these steps. Okay. So the first step is there. Here what we have to do? Multiply the given decimal fraction number by 2. Instead of dividing, here what we have to do for the fraction? We have to multiply by 2. Okay. The second step, note the carry and the product. The carry what is generated as well as product, we have to note it down. Repeat the step 1 and step 2 until the fraction product becomes 0. Till that time we have to repeat. And what you have to do then? The first carry will become MSB and the last carry is the LSB. The equivalent binary fraction number is written from MSB to LSB. The opposite of integer part conversion to binary, there we have dividing and the first carry, the remainder will become LSB and the last remainder become MSB. Here the first carry becomes MSB and the last carry becomes LSB. So let me keep it in front of you, the example where I can make it more clear. So I'll take, this is a fraction number, 0.3125. Got it? 3125. It's there in binary. Now I just wanted to convert according to the procedure. What I'll do? I'll take the fraction and I'll multiply by 2. So I have taken here a fraction number, multiply by 2. And I got product. What is the carry? 0. Again, that 6 to 5 I'll multiply by 2. And I got product, that is 1.2. What is the carry here? 1. And this 0.25 I've taken here, I'll multiply by again 2. I got answer 0.5. What is the carry here? 0. That is I noted down. Again this 0.5 I've multiplied by 2. I got answer 1.0. What is the carry here? 1. And fraction is 0. So till 0 I have to keeping on multiplying. Now as I told you in the procedure, the first carry becomes MSB and the last carry becomes LSB. So how we have to read? From up to down. That is, this is the way, from up to down. And the final answer we are noting down. This is the way. So that becomes 0.3125 in the decimal and the binary equivalent is 0.0101. You understood? The decimal value is a 0.3125. After converting, it becomes 0.0101 in binary number system. So this is the way we are converting the fraction part of the decimal number to binary. Now I taught you integer separately and the fraction part separately. In case if you get the problem together, how you will convert. So that is what I just wanted to keep it in front of you. So here you see 152.671875. The values, it's there in front of you. 152.671875. You have to convert into the binary. How you do? Simple method. You take 152 separately and this fraction part separately. According to that, you have to do. The first, let me take integer part, that 152. So 152 I divided by 2. I got 76 quotient, 0 remainder. So that is I noted as a LSB. And I keeping on, I'll divide 76 I divided by 2. Again I got 38 quotient and 0 remainder. Again I divided 19 quotient, I got 0 remainder I got. Again I divided, it becomes 9 quotient, 1 remainder. After dividing once again, it becomes quotient is 4, remainder becomes 1. Once again if I divide, then it becomes quotient is 2, remainder is 0. Again if I divide, quotient becomes 1, remainder 0. Again if I divide, quotient becomes 0 and remainder is 1. And this is the last one, so I called it as a MSB. So 152, after converting binary, we are reading from lower to upside. So what is the value becomes? 152, it is equal in binary. That is 100110000. This is the value in binary. Okay. Similarly, we have to take the fraction part, that is 0.671875. We have to multiply here. I multiplied in the step 1. I got the product is 1.34375. Your students, you do it. So then you'll come to know, because I have already done it, so I am showing you people. Now here carry is 1, I have noted down. And again this is the 0.34375 I have sent again and I multiply by 2. I got the product is 0.6875 and the carry is 0 here. Got it? Similarly here this again fraction I am sending here and I multiply by 2. And I got product 1.375 and this one I have taken as a carry here. And 375 I multiply by 2 and I got our product is 0.75. So I have taken as a carry is 0. Again I multiplied 0.75 by 2. I got 1.5. So I got carry 1. And 0.5 I have sent, I multiply by 2. I got carry is 1 but fraction part is 0. So carry I have noted down here. Here next we cannot multiply because as a fraction is 0. So as per the procedure, the first carry is I have treated as a MSB and the last carry at it is the LSB. And this we are reading up to downwards. Up to downwards. So according to that, we get the result is 0.671875, which is there in decimal. We get the binary equivalent is there 0.101011. How you can write it club together? That is 152.671875 will be written as this part we have to write here and this part we have to write it here. That is 10011.10101011. So it will be there in the binary. So separately, integer part separately you do, that you write, and fraction point you do, that you write. Together, make it together. So that will become binary equivalent. So is it not very simple? I have taken up one example and explained you. Dear students, randomly you take the numbers and do it. Work out. Then only you will understand. Otherwise you will not understand. Randomly any number you take, because how many decimal numbers are there? Any number. Okay. One point to note it down, my dear students. Now here, when you take up integer part, you will get perfectly at the end 0. But in case of fraction part, sometime you may not get 0. It not ended up with the 0. It will be repeats, right? So there's a chances are there repeating. So what you have to do at the certain point, this if you don't get 0, some around 7-8 digits, if you do, that's carry part, then you can stop there. If you get 0, well and good. If you don't get, if it repeats, same thing will be repeated. Now in these cases it is not repeated. If it repeats, then you can stop after 7-8 digits. Yeah? Yes, sir, students. Let me go to forward. How to convert from binary to decimal? Even we should know that. Now, the ulta procedure, what I am telling, decimal to binary we have understood. Now, let me keep it in front of you. Binary to decimal conversion. Okay? So, this is the way. So, what and all different steps we have to follow when you wanted to convert the binary number to decimal. Yeah? So, this is the way. So, here what I said, I am going to teach you binary integer with the fraction part itself. So, while explaining you people decimal number system, I taught you separately integer part and then fraction part I taught you. But now I am giving you idea. I am giving you the integer with the fraction part of binary number and I am converting into the decimal. So, what you have to do? First step, start at the rightmost bit. You have to start from the rightmost bit, okay? And take that bit and multiply by 2 to the power n. 2 to the power n. Now, when n is the current position beginning at 0 and increasing by 1 each time. This represents a power of 2. So, that will be decided from the decimal point. As you go from decimal point to left, 0, 1, 2, it is each time you are increasing. As from the decimal point to right, when you go, it goes -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. So you have to keep it point in your mind. You have to choose the decimal point to decide what is the value of n. What is the value of n? And that value you have to put and you have to multiply by 2 to the power n. Then add all the products. Okay. After addition, the resultant is equivalent to the decimal value of that binary number. Got it? Simple, no? Okay, let me keep it in front of you because I'll give you an example. This simple example is there here. You know, see, I've taken up a number 11011.101. This is a binary number. Now I wanted to convert into the decimal. How to do? As per the procedure, take a rightmost bit, I said. Rightmost bit is 1. Correct, no? Multiply by 2 to the power n. Now how to decide n value, I said. Now decimal point we have to take. Now from decimal point, I am going to the right side. Right? Right side. So this is becomes -1. This is becomes -2. This is becomes -3. So therefore 2 to the power -3. Then one bit, next one, 0 into 2 to the power -2 plus 1 into 2 to the power -1. This is comes here. This is here. And this one here. Correct? No? And this one. So that is 1 into 2 to the power 0. Next one. 1 into 2 to the power 1. The next one. 0 into 2 to the power 2. The next one. 1 into 2 to the power 3. And the last one. 1 into 2 to the power 4. According to the position, the 2 to the power will become. According to the position, the 2's power will become. So you have to take a product. Now 2 to the power -3 is equivalent to 0.125. Got it? 2 to the power -2 into 0 is there. Anyway, whatever you multiply by the 0, so 0 is comes. So I already noted on 0. So 2 to the power -1, it is 0.5 is there. 2 to the power -0, 1 it is there. 2 to the power 1, 2 is there. Now 2 to the power 2 into 0 is there. Anyway, it is anything if you multiply it 0, 0 becomes. 2 to the power 3, 8 is there. 2 to the power 4, 16 is there. Now 16 into 1s are 16, 8 into 1, 8, and 0 is there, 2 is there, 1 is there, 0.5 is there, 0, 0.125 is there. If you take add, and if you take a sum of this, you will get 27.625. Therefore, the value, the binary value what we are given 11.101, it is there in binary, and the decimal equivalent is 27.625. You got it right? 27.625 is a decimal equivalent of the given binary number. Yes, students. So let me conclude here the conversion from one number system to another number system. So we have learned in this session the decimal number we are converting to the binary number system, as well as the binary number we are converting to the decimal. Both we have learned the integer part as well as the fraction part. Dear students, you have to practice at home, because as I explained you only one example, I cannot go with many examples in this through online. So go through it, work out properly. If you have any doubt, we will have discussion in the next session, or you can reach me through my email or WhatsApp. So till then, stay safe, stay at home itself. May God bless you. Thank you very much.